Are we back? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Okay. I don't know if I'll be using this anytime soon. Sucker Punch and Hammer Arms seem like cool coverage, but for the most part, this seems like a fake out Last Resort bot. Especially since mine is like actually pretty fast. 90 base speed. Yeah, this is pretty fast Kang. This is cool. I mean, obviously it's still Kangaskhan, not a Beedrill, but like whatever. Let's go. Oh, I did hit Inner Focus. That's really good. 65. Let's just say I give it Sucker Punch, Hammer Arm, Fake Out, and the Last Resort. I'll import that into my calculator. Alright. Next trainer has Vicable. Oh, it's Vicable double. Okay. So I didn't set it. Alright, in theory this is a form online with Pidgeot, Sigilif, Electrode, and Ape. Pidgeot, Ape, Sigilif. Where's regular? Oh, I have regular Pidgeot and okay. And Electrode. So the thought is lead Ape and Electrode. And there's no priority here. So Ape fakes out Electrode for a little bit of chip. And Wise Glasses, Electrode, KO's Fearow. No, Magnet, which I have, right? Magnet, yep. Okay, so Magnet Electrode gets the one shot on both Fearow and Honchkrow. And Ape can obviously one shot Vikavolt with Overheat. Now, Honchkrow will either be going for slow KO on Ape with Brave Bird, or it'll go for Sucker Punch KO on, or Sucker Punch on Electrode as a last ditch. Why would I want Ape at 152? Bates EQ from Flygon. If Electrode is getting hit by a Sucker Punch, though, which is not guaranteed. I thought OBS disconnected again. Then it can be Dragon Claw into the Electrode slot. Likely Sucker Punch, Electrode. So then, whoever's coming in on the Electrode slot needs to be able to take a Dragon Claw. The plan was to switch 2 flying types in on guaranteed EQ, but it looks like Pidgeot can just come in for Electrode, and it's fine. So we'll lead Ape 1, Electrode 2. It'll be seen KOs, so it can't click Dragon Dance. Double swap 2, we'll do Sigilif 1 and Pidgeot 2. Possible Dragon Claw into Pidgeot. And then the thought here is in a 2v1 here, I can ignore Yachi Berry and just target it with 2 strong attacks. So I can just click Psycho Boost and Hurricane and KO it. Has no priority. Okay, Super Luck, not Sniper. That's good. Then it can't actually KO with Sucker Punch Crit. You don't have any priority. Fake out you on turn 1. Okay. Ape is pre-damaged so that if Electrode doesn't take Sucker Punch, Flygon still always sees a KO, even in double battles. So it won't click Dragon Dance. Okay, Electrode calcs are checked. Cool. That looks good to me. Doesn't have a citrus or anything. Not too long. I've got 3 fights before Love Disc Guy, and I don't want to do that fight today. So I think I'm going to get up to the gates of hell. And then call it. As far as backup for Flygon, I think I bring Donphan Corviknight. It seems like good crew. So Donphan over Steelix. Electrode. We go back here. Ape. Pidgeot. There we go. Oh, no, I need Sigilif. Oh, okay. This is still 118, isn't it? Yeah, it's the last fight on 118. Harry and Chester. I love this song. It's such a lovely clarinet part. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, let's do this.
Have fun.
Hmm?
Have fun.
Thank you. Hoping this double battle goes a little better than the last one. Let me confirm. There's no permanent rain on this one. Yes. Okay. No terrain, no rain. Hey, can you run on the water? Whoa! You can run surf.
Hmm. I also would have checked that rock. Like, what's it there for?
Oh, decoration, I suppose. I don't think it matters which one comes out first here, because it's 2 mons each team, so there's no baiting ever. It's just, we take a KO and the guy comes out.
That is not a bird.
Doesn't have to be. They levitate. Fake out the Vikavolt to stall a turn with Infernape. And Magnet boosted Thunderbolt. KO Sphero. Punch goes in, it sees a slow KO on Ape, so it can click Brave Bird here. Most of the time it clicks Sucker Punch into Electro. Overheat to one-shot Vikavolt, and Thunderbolt to one-shot Electrode. Or Punch Crow. Okay, we got the Static Para. Obviously doesn't do anything. Okay. Now, Flygon sees a KO into Electrode some of the time. So it's either Dragon Claw or Earthquake into that slot, and then if it targets Ape, it is always Earthquake. You can swat freely into Sigilif and Pidgeot. Go. There we go with Psycho Boost. And
Also, arguably not a bird.
okay. Oh, but it levitates.
It doesn't levitate, it flies.
Well, it has levitate.
Okay. God, I love this dumbass bird. Why does it look like that?
She's very strong.
You know that I hate, like, Pepe frog emotes, but this one looks like one of them. Like, that sprite looks like it would be a good replacement for one of them, you know? There's one, I can just, like, barely see it in my mind that has, like, a stupid little mouth like that. And just, like, vacant eyes.
Ooh, Life Dew. 22 citrus berries. 10 love berries. 34. Oh, that's a good citrus harvest. Okay. And the lum, I feel like harvest doesn't matter as much. You just use them so rarely. They're good for sure, but...
Something I held my back... Something I held myself back from commenting about during that fight, because it's unrelated to fucking anything, is that I have these little mini Toblerones, and the packaging says absolutely nothing on them except Tob.
Tob.
In the big text. It just says it on it, and that's it. Tob.
I see.
I have 2 that says lure. I don't have any that say own. Only have Tobler. That's my story.
Alright, let's do a little bit of item tracking here. I picked up this heart scale. I just got this TM. I have this HM. And I think that's it. I got some berries, obviously, but I don't have anything to mark because of that. Okay, that's done. Next trainer. Has a bunch of guys weak to fire in the rain, and then a Kabutops. With Swim. It's a little bit spooky. Alright, so the thought is lead Muscle Band Ape to one-shot Escavalier. Just barely with Flare Blitz. I take 31%, so I'm at 68% health. And Kabutops comes in for fast one-shot with Aqua Jet or Liquidation, never Stone Edge or Leech Life. So I can swap to Lilligant on Liquidation or Aqua Jet, huh? Interesting. So let's see how Sceptile does here instead. I need to bait Stone Edge or Leech Life to get Conkeldurr in for free. Liquidation drop would be bad on Electrode. If I level up Sceptile to Cap, that still has the same problem. Okay, what about another water resist like Gyarados? That gets an Intimidate down and should guarantee Stone Edge every time. Liquidation crit drop does 51%. It's always Stone Edge. Okay, cool. So we'll go Citrus Gyarados. And then it's just always Stone Edge. Conk, Scizor, Lycanroc is the squad. It's getting hard to find guys in my box now, which is a good problem. Conk, Scizor, Lycanroc. Okay, so I go Conk on Stone Edge. Maximum amount I take is 29%. It looks like I am technically dead to some rolls of double crit here. Let me check the odds on that. I guess I should probably level up Conk to 65. Reduce the risk. If I'm 64, I'll check at 64, but... I missed a number somewhere. 257s. 360s. Okay. And liquidation crit is 138, 139, 141, 142, 147. %9% or 10% of double crits KO. So that's Stone Edge, which was 1/8. Liquidation was 116. So 0.09766 divided by 8 divided by 16. Take the reciprocal. 1 out of 1300. I'm comfortable with that. So I'm not going to bother leveling yet. And then, what am I going with? Hammer Arm? So I drop my speed. With Citrus, I'm always above 25%. I'm -1 defense, -1 speed. Parasect never sees a fast KO with Leech Life. So it's always Shinotic coming in. And it will always see a fast KO with Moonblast. So it can never click anything else. I got a free swap into Scizor. One shot with Iron Head. Parasect comes in. Bright Powder, Double Team Spore, Parasect. But I simply swap to Chesto Lycanroc. It doesn't matter what it clicks. I can knock off my Chesto. If it double teams, it's fine. I one shot with Stone Edge, and I have no guard, so I can't miss. Seems like the squad. Ape. I need Gyarados. I need Scizor. And I need Lycanroc. If anything else that deals with this Kabutops. Just back up. Donphan? No. Well, if he gets in for free. Not really. I don't think there's any reason to play around it. Actually, a -1. Corviknight, I guess. Check. Need Ape. Gyarados is next. If Gyarados gets crit dropped, do I need a Citrus? Liquidation, crit is the highest damage I take, coming from Ape. Does, say I'm at 50%. It's just Aura in there. You get a... I can use a charcoal. I don't need to use muscle band. Thought I had that. You absolutely need citrus. You're just here for vibes. And I guess we go Chesto, Scizor, extra backup for Parasect. Oh, and it's also good for Shinotic. Okay. Let me just confirm this Ape recoil. on his Cavalier. 172 divided by 3 is 57. 179 minus 57 is 122. Kabutops never sees a KO with Stone Edge. It's not super effective, so it can never like cook it because of high crit AI. That's Aqua Jet or Liquidation. Okay. Swift Swim, Bug Gem, Rain Dish, Kebia Berry, Dry Skin, Bright Powder. What does Kebia Berry do? I think it's a resist berry, but let me just confirm. It probably is like poison resist. Yep. Dry Skin, immune to water type moves. That's fine. And Bright Powder we're ignoring. Okay. Charcoal, Oran, Citrus, Chesto, Citrus. Let's just level up Conk. It turns into a 1 in 50k if I do this. I think I need to drop Scary Face. So all these other moves are really good. Let's see if I commit that.
Have fun.
Wow, this Escavalier at level 60 has a speed stat of 26.
What the hell?
It's minus speed, 0 IV. It's kind of wild. I guess that's for Metal Burst, because Metal Burst isn't minus priority. Charcoal, Oranberry, Citrus Berry, Chesto, Citrus. Alright, even in the rain, Ape Flare Blitz is a one-shot on Escavalier. Now this should bring out Kabutops for fast KO with water moves. Is it a Swift Swim? We swap to Gyarados. Big crit. Highest damage is Stone Edge. We get a fairly easy swap to Conkeldurr.
Conkeldurr.
At level 65, Conk is dead to 2 combination rolls of double crit Stone Edge Liquidation, which is like a 1 in 32k or something. He didn't hit it though, so I get to KO with Hammer Arm, dropping my speed, which brings in Shiinotic for a fast KO. Okay, because my speed is reduced, it sees a fast KO here with Moonblast. Get a fairly safe switch into Scizor, who does not care about his special attack being dropped. In theory, Pidgeot had a chain kill here, but if its special attack got dropped, I think it doesn't find a KO on Shiinotic. So instead I'm doing Scizor, and we just simply one-shot with itemless Iron Head. Now, Scizor with Muscle Band or Silver Powder would actually one-shot Parasect with Skitter Smack, but if I missed because of the Bright Powder, I would be at risk of losing my item to Knockoff. So instead, we'll swap to Lycanroc on any move. We have a Chesto Berry here in case it clicks Spore. There's Double Team, that's alright. Because with Lycanroc's no guard, Stone Edge always connects and is a one-shot. Spawn is really good. I'm glad I got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wish there was a world where it could exist alongside a Togedemaru, but it's okay.
Yeah. I would have needed better luck in Granite Cave, but then I wouldn't have a Donphan, and Donphan has been really sick so far, so... I guess Togedemaru from Route 117, so no Raichu probably would have been better.
Yeah.
Seeing as I also don't have a Raichu right now.
Pain.
Holy crap, this route file is so huge.
Okay, I see the next fight. It's all the way up there, huh? I'll prep my Mons for that. Oh! Right. I'll prep my Mon for that. Dreadnought 1v3s.
Okay.
I'm not sure what some good backup is to have. Probably Pidgeot. Probably Corviknight. Probably Lycanroc. Probably Scizor. All of these are good. Maybe not. Maybe not you. So here's the fight. It's kind of interesting. So he's got a sturdy Custapberry Shuckle with Sticky Web and Final Gambit. And then a Choice Specs Tinted Lens Illumise that just fires off Bug Buzz. Very strong. Can't resist it unless you have a Quad Resist, like Ape or something. And then a Mothim with also Tinted Lens, and then Flying Gem Acrobatics, and some other moves. And these Mons speed tiers are just high enough that with webs, they're actually like decently fast. However, with Dreadnought, I can fire off a Rock Tomb, which with a max roll crit never activates Custapberry. And so, since he's not seeing a KO on turn 1, he's guaranteed to click Sticky Web. Let me show that. Sticky Web, first turn out, minimum score is +9. And Final Gambit has a maximum score of +8, but it's not faster, so it's a score of +6. So on turn 1, Shuckle is forced to click Sticky Web. Dreadnought takes no damage. I Rock Tomb to do a little bit of chip, and then I can KO with any move. I guess Liquidation looks the best here. Yeah, so that I don't miss a stone edge or have to hit a range for some reason. The click liquidation, I KO it, and then I show, because Dreadnought is on the field, it hasn't taken Sticky Web speed drop, I show fast KO to Moth Imp, so it can never come in. That's always Illumise. But it can never crit.
Why does it only know Bug Buzz?
With Tinted Lens choice specs and Sticky Web and Rain, it's like set up to where this can like actually do a lot of damage to every mon, pretty much. Like if I give this +1 speed, you can see it outspeeds basically everything in my box. And it would just like, even without a crit, it just, or with a crit, it one-shots Bearskita. Anyway, Dreadnought takes one hit from Illumise just fine, and with a Rock Tomb, drops its speed low enough that it can KO on the next turn with another hit. And Moth Imp comes in, which obviously dies to any one attack. So I just need to not click Stone Edge and miss. Has no priority moves, does not have a focus sash. So this is a one-mon sweep with Dreadnought, with some other guys along for the ride. Okay, there's some items to collect here. We
I saw
have
one on the top left.
Grass Gem here. Electric Seed here. And there's a house here. I don't know if this has anything. Let's see. Hello.
It has birds.
Goodbye. You got some berries? 11 Ayapapa berries. What's the harvest amounts on that? That sounds pretty good. These berries are so good.
Me when I'm a father.
6 to 18. Of an Agua with berries. Okay. Cool. And there's trainer here. That guy's not a trainer. This is a grassy seed. Consumable held items. Electric seed, grassy seed. Would I ever pick up the white herb? I don't know if I did. Let's move my gems up here. I think seeds are even less likely to get used. Crash gem, not flying gem yet. Alright, let's do this. Leading Dreadnought. Oh. Last fight was Ape, Lycanroc, Scizor. Alrighty. Sturdy Custap Shuckle here with Rock Tomb, Sticky Web, and Final Gambit. The only move it can click on turn 1 is Sticky Web. I'm going to click Rock Tomb. Do a little bit of chip, break Sturdy. With a crit, I never brought it in range of Custap Berry there. Speed drop does not matter. And now Dreadnought is free to KO with Liquidation. Alright, Illumise is out second because I show Fast KO to Mothim. The only move this has is Bug Buzz. I'm going to click Rock Tomb to get the speed advantage. Big Oranberry value. A little bit of chip. And now at -1 speed, I can outspeed and KO again. Well, with any move now, but I'll click Liquidation because I feel like it. Mothim is in last. And with no priority or focus sash, it is outsped and one-hit KO'd by any move. One Mon sweep from Dreadnought. It's been a while. I think Pete asked the other day when the last time I'd gotten a sweep without switching any mons, so there we go. Here's one. Alright, that might be where we stopped today. Oh, I wonder if I can go get the TM for Sludge Bomb. I'd have to dodge some trainers for it. Because it says, given by an NPC inside Dewford Town Hall. But no notes on, like, requiring surf or any specific game progression. That one and the White Herb are the only ones that I'm thinking I might have missed. Love that Berry Sax hit. It's so good.
Mhm.
Alright. So, here's the deal. This is the next trainer. Fisherman Felt. Losing Lilligant right before this fight is really bad. Because It survived a crit from the level 90 Love Disc, and always one shot with Leaf Storm. The gimmick of this fight, obviously, is that we've got 3 Swift Swim Love Discs, holding Mystic Water, all are modest. Their only attack is Hydro Pump, and they're overleveled as shit. So they just click Hydro Pump and kill all your mons. And they have like 400 speed. So the only mon I have faster than them is Barraskewda. But it's not even faster than the third one. If I were to, say, drop the speed of one of them with Scary Face or set up Tailwind, I have a few guys that are faster than the first one, a couple guys faster than the second one, and with Tailwind, of course, Barraskewda is faster than everything. Because with Tailwind in the rain, Barraskewda has a gajillion speed. I've done a little bit of planning for this fight, and I think some mons that I will want to bring are Gyarados, Sceptile, Electrode, probably. I think I will want to bring a Basculegion, which I think I imported into my calc. I think I will want to bring Donphan. And I'm not sure beyond that. I don't think Corviknight is very useful, because it just doesn't recover enough with Roost to like stall one of these out of Hydro Pumps. I don't think my Tailwind guys are useful. Like in theory, Sigilyph could lead off against the first one. And go for a crit dodge and set up Tailwind. Especially because it's decently likely to click Sweet Kiss anyway. But then there's not a whole lot I can do with that. My Shell Armor guys aren't super useful because none of them resist water. Drapion is able to like stay in and click buttons for one turn. But that's kind of it. It's dead to 2 high rolls. Like if I equip Citrus, there's a decent chance that it just dies to 2 hits. Actually no, if I knock off and have Citrus, I would live. Knock off into Poison Jab would KO. That's interesting. That's another option over Donphan. So what Donphan is able to do is with Soft Sand... Wait, this doesn't work because of Sweet Kiss. So I was thinking with Soft Sand, I can EQ into Ice Shard, which always kills. And with Sturdy... Wait, no, it does work. Because it sees a one-shot with Hydro Pump, it doesn't know about Sturdy. So it always clicks Hydro Pump, and I can just EQ Ice Shard to KO. And if it misses Hydro Pump, I can even leave Donphan in on the second guy, and EQ again.
W.
What?
W.
Yeah.
So
even if Donphan gets hit, it's fine because it baits a consistent position. We always get the level 80 coming out second, and clicking Hydro Pump. So I don't have to worry about my switch in taking a Sweet Kiss on the switch, which is tough, right? Because if your switch in comes in on the Confusion move, consumes its Person Berry, and then takes the Confusion move again, you can self-hit and not do anything. Which is rough. I think a Basculegion here is decent. Because I have to dodge double crit, or high roll plus crit, but Basculegion will be able to get off a Poltergeist for big chip on the second Love Disc. And if it gets hit low, it always baits Hydro Pump. And I think I can basically always go for KO with Basculegion, because if it clicks Sweet Kiss twice, I will only have taken 1 Hydro Pump, and I'm never dead to self-hit. If it clicks Hydro Pump, and then Hydro Pump again, I have to swap, but it's guaranteed Hydro Pump, so again my switch in isn't taking Sweet Kiss. I don't know if I have any priority that does enough damage to these things, though. Black Belt Conk does 31%. That's not quite enough. Because Basket Legion only does 61% with Poltergeist. By the way, Poltergeist in this game, normally it's 90% accurate move. In this game, it bypasses accuracy checks. Something about when it checks for item, it just doesn't check accuracy. So this Poltergeist is a no-miss move, which is really useful. It's like technically a bug, but it's a very useful bug, so I'm going to exploit it. So if this guy's chipped low enough to bait Hydro Pump, could I ever go Kangaskhan? Not really. I have to dodge crit. What about Barraskewda? The dodge crit rolls, but I would get a KO with... I guess it would be like Mystic Water. Mystic Water Liquidation would get the KO. Seems like a decent bring. I think I'm going to put Sceptile to 65 in the calc, just to see what it does. Right now I have Energy Ball, Giga Drain, Magical Leaf. I think it's decently likely that I end up getting rid of Energy Ball on Sceptile and heart scaling Leaf Storm. So Sceptile comes in on Hydro Pump. I think I've already deleted Quick Attack, so I can't get that back. So I'm not heart scaling Quick Attack. Yeah, that's a low level move. Sceptile's rough because it needs to dodge more RNG than Basket Legion does. Gyarados has a good matchup and could finish it off with Bounce, in theory. But I'd have to hit. I am liking Basket Legion more and more here. I just don't fucking know what I'm doing for the third guy. Like, my thought is, like, bring Drudagon and just fucking raw sack Drudagon to the third Love Disc. Get Sceptile in for free, which always tanks a crit. And then, like, I guess I heart scale... Leaf Storm, I kind of have to. How much does... Yeah, this, like, Electrode does not do much damage at all. Luxray can never nuzzle, it's just dead to Hydro Pump. I just don't know how I would have a Deathless line for this third one. Like, it feels like I'd have to stall it out of Hydro Pump, which just seems giga impossible. The only way I would get something faster is, like, dropping its speed. And then Barraskewda is faster, but that it only does, like, 30% chip. Mystic Water. What are the odds here? 0.688. Divided by 16 times point. I don't know the accuracy of Hydro Pump. I need to look up the move changes sheet. It's probably 85. So Barraskewda dies 3% of the time. That's honestly pretty high risk for a mon this valuable. Gyarados. Only dead to double crit, which is pretty good. But has to hit a bounce. Or I go for a range. But it's not a good range. First some Gyarados, first some Basque Legion, Miracle Seed, Sceptile, Druddigon, Sack, Mystic, Water, Barraskewda, question mark? It's like, this is sort of the team I'm looking at. If I heart-scaled something on Barraskewda, it's just like, Barraskewda's special bulk is already solid. I don't really want to spend a heart scale on Barraskewda's bulk. If you're heart scaling something on this, it's always speed. That isn't enough to get the speed creep on Love Disc. On level 90 Love Disc. It's all Love Disc. It's Love Disc all the way down.
Yeah, that's the fight.
Heart scaling Spidef reduces risk of dying to like less than 1%. Heart scaling HP doesn't do shit. Like it reduces it a little bit. Does Druddigon have any moves that drop speed? I don't think it does. And what ability is mine anyway? Is it Sheer Force or Rough Spear? Sheer Force. Let's see. Okay, so it wouldn't drop speed even if it had like Icy Wind or some shit. If I taught Druddigon Thunder Punch, it actually sort of has an out. It unfortunately can't para. So it's just dead to... That's crazy, man. I've also thought about like slow flip turn from Clawitzer as an option. What about, like, chip the second one with Electrode? Or with Basque Legion. Go to Electrode. And KO with Volt Switch. Then I can bring in Sceptile for free. I have to risk Electrode to crits. But I could instead risk Clawitzer to crits with slow flip turn. Ooh, I'm starting to like this more and more. Because a risk to lose Clawitzer seems better than a guaranteed Drudagon sack, or basically guaranteed Drudagon sack. So I'm not using Gyarados at all in this line, and I'm not using Drudagon at all in this line. I'm also not using Barraskewda. So this would be go Basculegion. I need to chip it down to... I need to chip it down to 50%. Which I think is just... Liquidation? Because that's 35%. If I get the defense drop, so I do 42. Flip turn, never KOs. So I would have to crit with liquidation. Does 62, and then crit from flip turn, never KOs. So it would have to be exactly crit liquidation, 62, get the defense drop. It's at 38, and then crit flip turn. So it's crit. Yeah, that seems really, really fucking unlikely. And even then, it could live from rolls. So that seems like a really safe way to get Electrode in without taking any damage. Does Clawitzer need to worry about double Sweet Kiss? I don't think so. I guess it does. I don't have any own tempo mons, do I? I don't think so. No. So this would be lead Donphan versus level 70. Take Hydro Pump. EQ. KO with Ice Shard if miss range. Level 80 in. If Pump missed, stay in and EQ. Actually, is that even good? I can accidentally crit KO the second one. And then I'm sort of out of position for the last guy. But I've got a fully healthy team, and it seems fine. Like, if Donphan takes 2 KOs, like, whatever, that's chill. Swap to Basculegion on Pump. Take Pump / Kiss. Hit with Liquidation. Swap to Clawitzer on Pump / Kiss. Because I need to not risk Electrode to crits, I need to get it in for free. So this would be Person Basculegion, Person Clawitzer, Person Electrode, Miracle Seed Sceptile, and then a random 6 that I'm not sure. Something that helps Probably with the final one. Or... if Clawitzer dies... I need more chip on the love disc. I could have Clawitzer burned. But that reduces its odds of living, I think. Also, is Gyarados just better than Basculegion here? Does slightly less damage. But it basically is almost... it is guaranteed to live the encounter, I think. Pretty much. And I can Waterfall... oh, that doesn't quite do enough damage, though. 31 plus 16 plus... oh, maybe it is? 96 plus 30 plus 57. 96 plus 30 plus 57 is 183. That exactly KOs. That's crazy. Okay, then I think Persim Gyarados is better here. Maybe bring Basculegion, Citrus Basculegion as backup. Swap to Gyarados on Pump. Chip with Waterfall. That part is guaranteed. And now... I think I actually stay in with Gyarados and just click Ice Fang. Until I'm either confused or in range of Hydro Pump. Chip with Waterfall. Click Ice Fang until confused or in KO range. I was risking to a crit, probably. But I think it's fine. Because if I take 2... yeah, if I take 2, it's rough. Because it can low roll both, and then I'm not guaranteed to be in range of a third. But I would be super dead to crit. But I think it's the best I got. It helps reduce risk on Clawitzer. Swap to Clawitzer on Pump. Hope to dodge a crit. I'm dead if either one crits, pretty much, unfortunately. But I think this Mon starts to fall off at this point, so I think this is a good calculated risk. And I also just got a Basculegion. That was my only water type from Surf Sim, wasn't it? Basculegion. But it's a really good one. This is my only... I still have Octillery. Yeah, okay. Slap to Clawitzer on Pump. Take Pump slash Kiss. Flip turn to Electrode. Take Pump slash Kiss. KO with Volt Switch. Send Sceptile. Dead if either crits. Do I get enough damage? So if Clawitzer dies without getting Flip Turn Chip off, is that a problem? How would I do more chip? Bring Druddigon as a backup sack. And I can just click... I don't know. It's a weak move Druddigon gets. Actually, at level 50... it would need to be level 50 3 to always live a Hydro Pump. I mean, I just go for the kill with Dredagon with Thunder Punch.
Insane sentence for you to utter.
Yeah, it is. Does not get Rock Smash. Is Cut an HM? Yeah. I can teach it Cut. Do a little bit of chip. But I think there's no point, right? Because if I'm planning to sack it, if I'm planning to bring it in, I'm planning to sack it. So I might as well just take the KO and sack it to the next guy. Because then at least if Hydro Pump misses, like there's maybe a world where I can save him. So yeah, Thunder Punch is probably the best backup here. So that would be Drodagon over Basculegion. And then for Sceptile to one-shot the third guy... How about Muck? No, Muck just dies to crit. Sceptile to one-shot the third guy. I think I absolutely need... Well, hang on. Can I pre-damage a little bit here? 156 HP. Minus... 87? 69? No, that doesn't put me in a torrent. Ooh! No, that's useless. Wait! Okay, 156, and if I'm burned, 184 divided by 16 does 11. 184 minus... Oh, no. So then if he misses, I don't get put into range. But I can just Giga Drain. No, that doesn't work if I get hit. And 156 minus non-crit Hydro Pump is 87 minus 11 is 58. $58 times 3 is 174. I'm in Overgrow. And I KO him with Energy Ball. Divided by... I need to be at 61 HP. 184 divided by 16. I was already doing that. $61 plus 11 plus 87 is 159. Okay, so if I'm 159 and he misses, I'm at 148 HP. How many crit rolls am I dead to from there then? Only 5, and that's on a miss. This is honestly interesting. So this is a way to circumvent scaling Leaf Storm. Where if I'm burned just above Hydro Pump max crit roll range, If he crits and he puts me into overgrow, I one-shot with energy ball. If he hits me, burn tick puts me into overgrow range, I one-shot with energy ball. If he misses, I only take burn damage, and I've dealt 73%. Could Basque Legion finish him off with a Shadow Sneak? Yes. And Basque Legion always lives a crit. So I would need... What would I need? Muscle Band Basque Legion to do 20%? No, I would just need Miracle Seed on Sceptile. So then I can't bring Drudagon. I have to bring Basque Legion. So this is to save a Heart Skill. But it's like... It's a Heart Skill I'm probably just going to use anyway. Because Leaf Storm on Sceptile is so good. Especially now that I've lost Billigan. So does this really matter? And I can also just risk the 0.85 divided by 16 times 5/16. I could also just risk the 1.6% on Sceptile. Uh... I think having Drudagon as a contingency for the second love disc is more important. Because Cloudster dies if either move crits, and if they both hit. So that's 0.85 times 0.85, 72% for both to hit. And then 15/16 squared. There's a chance that neither crits. 87%. So it's 1 minus. Is that a button? This one. 12% that either crits times 0.7225. Like 8% for Cloudster to die, so it's more important to have backup for that. So it's 8% to sack Cloudster and Drudagon, basically. And if I use Basque Legion instead of Gyarados for chipping the second one, I can't also switch it in to the third one. Donphan will be at Sash. Electrode will have taken a Hydro Pump or a Sweet Kiss. It's possible Electrode's still at full HP, right? It's actually decently likely. I think I like 8% to sack 2 over just guaranteed sack 1 for tempo. Because I could have a riskless line where I just deal more damage with whatever I'm chipping the second love disc with, Then I just sack a guy. Get Electrode in for free. Volt Switch. I've probably got the slots to bring Basculegion as Sceptile back up. How many scales do I have? 5. I think I just send the Leaf Storm scale, and then it's Sceptile's Riskless on the third guy. I assume Clowitzer dies to... I could have it Citrus for the second Love Disc, or the third Love Disc. It still dies to 2 non-crits. I think that's worse odds though, because the second Love Disc can click Sweet Kiss too. So it's even more likely for Clowitzer to live. Because that turn where it clicks the second Hydro Pump, it could just click Sweet Kiss instead. Let's send the Heart Scale, and then bring T-Punch Struttagon. Riskiest fight in a while. Well, not riskiest fight in a while, but known riskiest fight in a while. Sceptile. And then... And Jordan. I learned so many good moves. It's crazy. Leaf Storm. Over Energy Ball. Okay. Now, Endless Candy this guy up to 65. Okay, and what level do I need Sceptile to be for it to always live? Max roll crit. And the KO with Leaf Storm. I can need Miracle Seed. Well, 60. Yep, okay. It wants to relearn Energy Ball. No, I need these other moves. Okay. Miracle Seed. Sceptile. Personberry on Gyarados. Electrode. You. And you. Donphan gets Soft Sand. Not used in a long time. And we go teach T-Punch to
Yeah.
Over Night Slash, I think. Okay. Do I need to pre-damage anybody? I don't think so. Sceptile doesn't need pre-damage anymore because we're just going for the one-shot with Leaf Storm. I want to send this
Are you
fight.
gonna send this fight right now?
Yeah, I just want to send it to get it over with. Yeah.
Okay. You've checked everything thoroughly?
Yeah, there isn't a whole lot to check, if I'm being honest. It's 3
I
love discs with
suppose.
1 attacking move.
Yeah.
There's a decent chance that both Clawitzer and Drudagon die here, but I'm not doing a plan that guarantees a sack, which is what I wanted to avoid. I did have to spend a scale on Sceptile, but modest Sceptile Leaf Storm seems like a very high value scale. Like, I'm going to click that button a lot throughout the course of this run. In
Yeah.
Overgrow, it just deletes things, so I think that's worth
Especially
it.
with the loss of Lilligant.
Yeah. I could have risked like a 1.6% chance with using Energy Ball, because I could have a burn setup where if he hits me with Hydro Pump, I always one-shot, because it puts me into Overgrow. But if he misses, then I have to risk High Roll Crit, which isn't ideal. So I'd rather just use the scale and go with this. Alright, here we go. I'll show you the true potential of me and my Pokemon. Yep, you sure will, buddy. Alrighty. Against overleveled Love Disc in the rain, I am leading with Donphan. Since Donphan is always dead to this Hydro Pump, it's never clicking Sweet Kiss. So we survive with Sturdy, and we can fire off an Earthquake here. This KOs a lot of the time, but if it doesn't, I Shard will finish it off. Hey, he connects. That's fine. Nice crit, buddy. Let's get that out of the way now.
Goodness.
Hey, Donphan finds the high roll. And now, because we're at 1 HP, we always show a KO to the level 80 guy. We would show that at full HP too, which is why this lead was so consistent. We never get the level 90 early. And now, since I also am dead to Hydro Pump, it's guaranteed to click that as I swap to Gyarados. Which means I'm not coming in on Sweet Kiss, which is very good. Get a useless Intimidate down. Okay, that's fine. Now it's random move. Hydro Pump is more likely by a little bit. We click Waterfall. Never dead to crit here. Okay. Crit here would honestly be ideal. No? Okay. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I do not have guaranteed Hydro Pump. I'm at 67. Sees the killing roll with 7, so about, probably I'd say 75% of the time it clicks Hydro Pump here. I'm going to swap to Clawitzer. Hydro Pump no crit is ideal. Okay. That's rough, but manageable. Now, once again, it is Sweet Kiss or Hydro Pump. We click Flip Turn. Just click Hydro Pump, please. It's... I think we just win. I think we just win. Flip Turn does 30. Waterfall does 57. Electrode Volt Switch does 96. 30 plus 57 plus 96 is 183. This Love Disc has 183 HP. We go Personberry Electrode. Electrode is never dead to 1 crit. And we have a person berry for Sweet Kiss. We click Volt Switch. Nice. So good. I was so worried about this fight.
I know.
Okay, now there's just a
I,
level
like, didn't
90 love
believe
disc
you.
in the back. What?
I didn't believe you at first.
Yeah, this fight is ridiculous. It's probably the hardest fight on the split outside of a couple Weather Institute fights, maybe. Let me go to Sceptile. And getting Sceptile in for free means that with Leaf Storm, which I have, and at level 60, oh god. Did I equip Miracle Seed? Yes, okay, good. I need that. I always live
You scare
one hit.
me.
I always live one hit, and with Miracle Seed, level 60 Leaf Storm, I KO back in return in one shot. Whew. Okay. And now I have to go to band rehearsal. I have 15 minutes to scarf down some pad thai and then get out of here.
You don't
Glad-
even have that.
Well, yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching, chat. That's gonna be all for today. I'm glad to have that fight done with. It was weighing on me, especially after I lost Lilligant. I wasn't sure I'd find a good line for this, but that worked out pretty well.
Bye, Spixie. Bye, Spixie.
Do you have anyone to raid?
Raph probably on.
Oh, sure. Cool. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.